keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you.
Hello my sweet friends and welcome back to my channel. Merry Christmas. I am so excited for today. I'm excited for this week. I hope you guys have all of your Christmas shopping done. I feel like I pretty much have mine done. I may or may not have to run out and get like a few more little gift cards or something like that, but pretty much other than that, I think I've got it all. Now I just have to wrap all the presents. Actually, probably Bunky and I will spend all day Christmas Eve wrapping presents. And when I say Bunky and I, you guys know, I really just mean Bunky, but I will sit there and keep him company. I'll assist with like all of the tape and the scissors and all of that fun stuff. We actually pretty much do that every single year. Like Christmas Eve, we stay in our jammies all day until we have to get like dressed at nighttime and go to church. But we usually stay in our jammies and make like a big breakfast and wrap presents, and it's so much fun, so I'm sure we will do that. But today is all about spending the entire day in the kitchen baking all kinds of yummy sweet treats, and this is literally one of my favorite days of the entire year. I'm pretty sure I have done this almost every year since Bunky and I got married, and it is truly my favorite. Like, it brings me so much joy. I put on Christmas carols, and actually my mom is out and about today, and so if she has time, she's gonna try and run over so we can do some baking together. And I cannot even remember the last time my mom and I got to like bake for Christmas together. So I'm so excited, and I hope she gets to stop by. But really fast before we get started baking, I do want to thank Storyworth for sponsoring today's video. And I just think this is like one of the sweetest presents that you can gift one of your relatives. I think moms and dads or grandparents would love this gift. So let me tell you a little bit more about it. Storyworth is a great way to stay in touch with your family, especially those relatives that you can't always see in person, and especially this year with not being able to see family as much. Every week, Storyworth will email your family member a different story prompt or question, maybe ones that you haven't thought of asking, like what's a small decision you made that ended up having a big impact on your life? Or if you could see into the future, what do you want to find out? Things that you wouldn't always think to ask. And then this is my favorite part. At the end of one year, Storyworth will compile all of your stories, including photos, into a beautiful keepsake book, and that's shipped to you for free. I think we can all agree that now more than ever, it is just so important to stay connected with all of our loved ones. And I love that Storyworth gives me the ability to get to know their heart more and more of their story. So if you want to give your loved ones the most meaningful gift this year with Storyworth, get started right away with no need for shipping, plus $10 off by going to storyworth.com/JessicaO. Okay, y'all, I totally just remembered something, so I'll be right back. Okay, hopefully I did not mess up my bun, but I could not do today's video without wearing my Baking Spirits Bright sweatshirt. Hopefully you guys can see it. I love this, and I was like, this is the one day it is the perfect day to wear it, so I had to go change really fast. But Mom is actually here. We are going to make all kinds of goodies. I am so excited. We got to get a move on because we have a lot to bake. I'm going to do like little haystacks. My mom said that my brother actually loves those, and he'll be home in 2 days, Mom? He's coming home Wednesday? So he'll be home in 2 days, so we're gonna make those especially for him. And then we're gonna do like little Rolo Ritz cracker cookie sandwiches, if that makes sense. They're gonna be so easy and so yummy. Mom wants to do 7-layer bars. We're gonna do our candied pecans, so all kinds of goodness. So let's go ahead and get baking. Okay, so we're gonna get started on our haystacks, and to make these, you just need some like chow mein noodles. I'm gonna add some peanuts to mine just because I think that'll give it a nice little crunch and some saltiness. And then you're gonna need some butterscotch little morsels, and I'm gonna add a little bit of white chocolate into mine too because I think that'll be so tasty. So we're just gonna melt these and then dump in our noodles and peanuts, stir them around, and then over here I have some parchment paper laid out, so we'll just kind of make our little stacks, let them cool, and these will be done. I'm over here trying to get my morsels to melt. I put them in the microwave. It wasn't happening. So now I'm like makeshifting my own little, what do you call this, Mom? Double boiler. So hopefully we're gonna get these melted, and I have not burned them. Meanwhile, over here, Mom has her butter melted in her pan. Tell us the gist of your...
Oh, it's easy. It's just like layering up. So once you melt your butter, you're gonna put in your graham cracker crumbs to make a base. And then you're just gonna add all your stuff on top. Put some sweetened condensed milk as your last thing, and pop it in the oven for about 20 minutes.
So it's graham crackers, what? Chocolate?
I like using the semi-sweet chocolate morsels. We're using butterscotch chips, coconut, and walnut baking pieces.
That sounds so good.
Yep, it's easy.
Okay. I know I've told y'all this before, but Mom measures like me.
That is true. Just eyeball it.
You don't have to, it doesn't not have to be precise.
Or 1 cup, actually. So.
Bunky asked me yesterday, he's like, if you're gonna have a cookbook one day, how in the world are you gonna do this? And none of it's measured. I'm like, well.
That is a good point.
I'm gonna have to like perfect all recipes with actual measurements.
You know, if you like more chocolate chips, add more chocolate chips. If you like more coconut,
that's kind of cooking. Yes, I'm here for it. This is the simplest recipe, Mom.
I know, I love it. That's why I do it all the time. But everybody who you give them to, they're like, oh, I love these things. I can make a lot of these in a short amount of time.
Yes.
If you had several.
You can make 3 batches by the time I got my morsels melted.
True. This is all you do.
And then do you do 1 entire can of this?
Mm-hmm. 1 entire can.
We're just gonna pop these into the oven at 350 for like 20 to 25 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm still working on melting my morsels. Y'all, butterscotch is very hard to melt. We did add a little bit of vegetable oil in there to help smooth it out. It's getting there, Mom.
I think so too.
Just a little bit longer.
I think you better throw your stuff in here.
Right now?
Stir it up. Yeah. It's not going to be runny. This is what melted butterscotch chips look like.
Okay, throw her over here then. Okay, y'all, we're gonna try and go for it really fast. So go ahead, Mom, throw them in. We don't eyeball things around here. Or we do eyeball things around here. Get some peanuts.
I think I want to chop them nuts. That's delicious. Jacob. Labor of love right here.
Sorry, brother. These might not be the best ones you've ever had. Mom, this is perfect. They actually turned out.
Like it's supposed to look.
Yes. Only with your assistance, though.
Sure.
Okay, Haystacks are done. The 7-layer bars are in the oven, so I'm gonna get started on our next recipe. And this is seriously the easiest recipe you will ever make. There's 2 ingredients. You need Ritz crackers and Rolos. I actually saw my friend Andrea post these on her story on Instagram. I was like, oh my gosh, those look so good. Bunky loves Rolos, so I was like, I have to make these for him. And they're like super easy. So let me flip you around and show you. Okay, so I've got my sleeve of Ritz crackers here, as well as my bag of Rolos, and I'm just gonna go ahead and line our baking sheet with 1 Ritz cracker. We're going to put 1 Rolo on top of each cracker, bake them in the oven at 350 for 5 minutes, just until the Rolo is kind of like soft and melted. Then we're gonna pop them out and immediately put another Ritz cracker on top. So it's gonna be like a little, what do you call it, Mom? Rolo sandwich, cookie, something. Rolo cookie. Y'all, I thought 8 crackers were gonna be plenty. So he come down here and said, are you not gonna make more than this?
There's plenty of room for a whole nother row, boo.
Okay. I guess we're gonna make a little bit more.
Yeah.
Rolo crackers are going into the oven at 350 for 5 minutes, and then we'll pop the lids on. The other crackers.
What's already in there?
7 layer bars.
Oh my gosh, are you for real?
Mm-hmm. Mom,
those for us?
Those are looking amazing. I think they're almost done.
Those are one of my favorites.
Well, you know, we didn't set a timer or anything. We just got to check it.
The whole morning we've been like mother, like daughter.
Yeah.
And I told him how you said, how am I going to make a cookbook with no measurements?
Well, it's kind of important. Unless you're a pro.
Oh my gosh, Mom, those look so good.
I think they're done because I don't like them to get too brown because then they're harder to chew.
Those look like a nice...
Oh my gosh, they look amazing.
That's a nice edge you got there.
Thank you, thank you.
It's been in there for about 4 to 5 minutes, so Bunky's gonna test it out and see if it melts. Oh, it's perfect!
Beautiful.
That was a nice smush.
Isn't that so like satisfying?
Yeah, actually. Anybody else want to do one?
She did a satisfying job.
Yeah. Oh, Bunky, you're gonna love these.
This is amazing.
You know what would be pretty on these to make them more decorative?
What?
Is some melted caramel just drizzled over.
Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Should we do that?
Pretty.
I don't feel like I can melt any more morsels.
Maybe not.
I think this is going to be the most delicious little treat.
Oh, I'm so glad you're gonna love them. Okay, there you have it. The easiest little recipe in the whole wide world. Okay, Mom and I had to go like on a secret little mission to get someone very special a Christmas present. So I just got back. She ran to Trader Joe's with my sister. So it's just me, and I'm about to make my candied pecans. This is like my favorite, y'all. I look forward to these every single year, and it's like my favorite thing to make. I think Bunky's gonna come down and help me make them in just a few minutes. Oh, I'm so excited. So anyways, I'm gonna flip you guys around and we'll get started on them. Okay, so first things first is you're gonna go ahead and preheat your oven to 325, and then I just went ahead and put my butter on my baking sheet and popped it in the oven while it's preheating. That way it can go ahead and melt my butter. And I will leave this actual recipe down below for y'all in my description box, but I am halving the recipe, so I'm kind of doing half of what all the different measurements say. So while my butter melts, I'm gonna go ahead and whisk up all my egg whites. Okay, y'all, I don't even know what I read or what I thought I read, but when I went back to look at my recipe for these, for some reason in my mind, I thought it said 6 egg whites, and I thought, oh my gosh, that is going to be a ton of pecans, so that is why I said I was going to half it. But I went back and looked at it again, thank goodness, and it only said 2 egg whites, so I actually ended up making these pretty much by the recipe, but I will leave the original one down below for y'all. But you just want to add your egg whites and salt and whisk that until you almost get like this foamy consistency. And once you get the foamy consistency, that's when you will know like, okay, you can add in your sugar and cinnamon. Bunky would have died if he saw me measure that over the bowl, but I knew there wasn't very much in there, so it wouldn't have hurt anything if it all fell in there. Okay, so we're just gonna whisk this together. Okay, so once you get your cinnamon, sugar, egg whites, and salt all combined, you're just gonna go ahead and dump your pecans into this mixture. Okay, now we're just gonna dump them right on top of our baking sheet that has our melted butter. You don't even have to stir them. You're just gonna literally dump them right on top, put them in the oven. We're gonna bake them for 10 minutes, pull them out, flip them, bake them for 10 more minutes, and they will be done. Okay, someone smelled all the goodies and came down to get a plate to be the taste tester. And y'all, I can't get over just how beautiful this spread is. Like, this is just so nice.
Yeah, these are some sweet treats.
I know, and I
say so myself.
I just cannot wait to have these like for the week to nibble on and just have, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I cannot quit these pecans. They are so good.
The smell of our house right now is like a warm, buttery sugar just wafting through the air.
Yes, and you're just rubbing that belly like you're Santa Claus.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready to dig in here. What should I start with?
This is Spunky's favorite.
Literally.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where I think like, we don't ever make these.
No, my mom always makes them for Christmas though.
Yeah, and like, it's one of those things I think sometimes some things are just left to be better made by someone else, you know?
Yes, I think so too. It makes it more special that way.
Right. I love these things so much. I love the coconut.
So good with the chocolate
yummy.
and the nuts, graham crackers.
Indescribable.
Yeah.
I'm sure these are like popular all across the country, but you know, they're just so good.
Okay, you want to try a haystack?
I already tried a haystack earlier.
Oh, you did?
You didn't see me.
I didn't.
I snuck
You took one? They're good?
Very good.
These are for Jacob because he loves them.
That's peanut butter stuff, right?
Yeah, no, it's butterscotch.
Oh.
You already had some Rolo cookies.
I had one of these, but it was hot. So I'm gonna eat one once it's kind of cooled a little bit. Because it's gonna be a slightly different experience, you know? That right there is delicious.
Yay! Bunky, those were the easiest things ever.
I know.
I can make like 100 more for you.
I would love 100 more of these. Oh, it's so warm.
I know. They like literally just came out of the oven. Don't you love these? Oh my gosh, they're so buttery and just a little bit sweet.
Yeah. It's like a handheld pecan pie.
Oh my gosh, so good. So there you have it. All of our little sweet treats. I'm sure we'll be baking lots more this week. But it is going to be so nice to just have these to munch on while we wrap presents and watch movies and all that fun stuff. Alright y'all, so that's going to do it for this video. But thank you so much for hanging out with us. I hope you had the best time. And I hope this got you in the spirit to go into your kitchen and do some baking. If you make any of these, tag me in your pictures and tell me what you think. I love you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Give this one a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys in the next one. I think we're going to have one more video before Christmas. So we'll see you guys then. Merry Christmas. Love you. Bye.